as the neighbor next to us. Black queer matter!
Black queer matter!
They don't get no justice!
Then they don't get no peace!
So if we don't get no justice,
Then they don't get no peace! International Horse Day!
a blowjob is a job!
A blowjob is a job!
A blowjob is a job! Black trans matter!
Black trans matter!
Everywhere we go!
Everywhere we go!
People wanna know!
People wanna know!
Who we are! We're here today because today is International Horse Day. We're here fighting! I know, we are fighting, I know, because we have got to do this work in order to survive. When we show up into these jobs, we don't get hired. We are trans women and people. We don't get hired. We don't get the respect that we deserve. So we have to do sex work. The work that a lot of people are not too ashamed to say that they will get into. We are not ashamed. As you can see, we will come out into the streets to fight for our lives, to fight for our justice.
Sex work is work!
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 Sex work is work.
Sex work is work!
A blowjob is a job.
A blowjob is a job!
A blowjob is a job.
A blowjob is a job!
A blowjob is a job.
The government that we're subscribing to should protect us. We should not have to come outside every other day and fight for justice and declare that someone acknowledges that a person was killed. And it is because they are black, it is because they are trans, and that is a problem.
I'm gonna get emotional. I hate it. Ah. June 2nd has been marked since 1975 as World's International Horse Day. So in case you don't know, June 2nd is International World Horse Day. I am a whore.
We cannot survive if our lives are policed and criminalized. We cannot survive if our lives are policed and criminalized.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Trans lives matter. Sex work is work. And we'll never stop fighting for our rights.
And we will never fight for our rights.
Sex work is a human rights issue. Sex work is an issue of safety, and that's why we must always stand with those in our community that are participating in sex work. As we celebrate Pride, let us think about the brave queer and trans women of color who threw the first brick at Stonewall. New Jersey's own Marsha P. Johnson. She may not be here with us. We may not have the opportunity to throw the first brick, but we always have the opportunity to stand up for what's right.
We're asking law enforcement, stop using binding condoms on people as evidence of intent to engage in sex work. Maybe people just want to protect themselves. And this is also a great time to remind all of you, if you visit Hudson Pride, we'll give you a handful of condoms. No judgment, because that's what we do.
We know it's our duty to win, but it's also our duty to protect and defend and love and accept and value our trans siblings. Our black trans women, our black trans men. By any means necessary.
Talk about it. When we show up to get a job, they don't even have the opportunity for us to explain that we actually have a different name. That we have a chosen name that we actually would prefer to go by. We prefer for our place of employment to honor and to respect. That is not something that is a new concept. It is humanity. It is respecting how someone shows up in the world and that they too deserve to work.
I've lost too many people, not because of COVID, not because of anything, but because there's no services. People are just dying because they don't have a place to sleep. They don't have any food, access to food. They don't have doctors. They don't have counselors. They don't have nothing. That's what I'm trying to fight for.
We need laws and legislation that not only recognize us, but protect us. We need real opportunities for people to survive. And that mostly includes so many of the marginalized people in our community. That includes the black people, the brown folks, the queer folks, the disabled folks, the folks that are even undocumented.
Sex work is what?